Hey guys, Chad Hoover, Kayak Bass Fishing, and today we're going to talk about landing fish. All right guys, so one of the things that I've always got with me, whether you see it in the video or not, is my YakAttack Leverage Landing Net. As you can see here, I stow it on the inside of the kayak so that I've got it when I need it, and I need it when I got it. So here's how this works. This net right here is my favorite landing net. Not only, I mean, it's the best net I've ever used. And there's been a bit of an improvement with this rubberized net. Now their net's always been PVC coated, so it took care of the fish, but now it's rubberized. What I like about this rubberized net is I keep this net between my legs when I'm using it. I reach down, grab the handle, and I flip it around to lock it in place, okay? The weight of this rubberized net assists in that, okay? It's less likely to get hooks tangled in it, and more importantly, it also, when I lay it in the water, the net goes into the water because it's got a little bit more weight to it. That basket is a little deeper, it's a little heavier, so when I put the other net in the water, it had a tendency to push up, so I had to kind of scoop the fish. This one, once you drop it in there, there's enough weight that the net takes itself down into the water and you just drag the fish right in. All right, so like I said before, YakAttack makes two different types of net. They make the net with the rubberized basket and then the PVC coated net. I like the weight of that net, and so I'm going to be switching over. But the other thing that they do is they make two different types of handle. They make the blunt handle, and then they make the rod holder style handle. So I've actually been a big fan of this one up until, you know, probably the last year. I've kind of changed my mind, and I've moved more towards the one that works with the rod holder. A lot of that's had to do with the advent of this Omega rod holder, because I can drop my net down in it like that, and it kind of hangs back out of the way, or I can stick it right here in one of the vertical rod holders on the black pack, reach back and draw it out like a sword, or I can take this thing and I can drop it into one of the roto grips and it locks it in place. So this net is easy to stow. You can put it in a bunch of different places. I also like taking this handle, setting it between my legs on the seat, and I'm just gonna demonstrate this real quick. You reach up, grab the handle, flip the net around, and then you've got that forearm leverage. The net locks in place, and you can reach down, pull the fish in with one hand, scoop it with the other hand. So it makes landing the fish real easy. Then to stow it, you simply pop it on the top, it folds, drop it into a rod holder, stick it between your legs, or pop it and lock it into one of the YakAttack rotor grips, and you're good to go. But the purpose of this video is to not tell you about that net. It's to talk about landing fish. There's a number of different ways to land fish. You can lip them, you can flip them, or you can net them. If I'm fishing a tournament and I've got to get the fish in the boat, I'm netting them. If I'm doing a TV show and a video and I want to make it look better for the camera, then I'm going to lip them. You know, I really hate to say this, but if you lose a fish on camera, sometimes it's just as good as catching them. It's exciting, you get the drama, so it's not that big a deal. Now, if I know that there are giants in the area and I plan on catching a giant. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, Chad.
Oh my God! Whoa! Holy cow! Dude, look at this thing! Like that fish, then I'm definitely gonna have the net between my legs and I'm gonna be ready. The other reason that I had the net ready in that video is because I was throwing treble hooks. If I'm throwing crankbaits, whopper ploppers, topwaters, things with nasty treble hooks on them, then I'm gonna be using the net, because lipping a fish with a treble hook in it, even though I'm guilty of it on a regular basis, is the quickest way to end up with a hook in your hand.
Second fish of the day, draw blood. Got a good fish on a crankbait bite first thing this morning, and go down to lip it, and fish jumps, and this is what we get for reward.
So, landing fish. If you're fishing a tournament, if you're fishing with treble hooks and you gotta get the fish in the boat, use a landing net. If you are fishing for fun and you don't have a landing net, you don't believe in them, you don't like them cluttering up your boat, then lip them. Now, if you get a really big fish, the other thing you can do is you can bring them in parallel to your leg, put your leg on the side of the boat, swim them in between your leg and the boat, and just leader leg lift it into the boat, and then reach down and grab it. Control the fish, take the hook out, and release it successfully. So, tournament fishing, I'm a big fan of a net. You may not always see the net in the frame, you may not always see it in the video, but I can promise you it's always in the boat, or it's in the camera guy's boat. It's always with me. It's always something that I've got And I urge each and every one of you, especially if you're fishing alone and you're fishing with treble hooks, to pick up a landing net. When it comes to actually landing fish, do me a favor, watch this video right here on just the tip on how to land fish to get a little bit more insight on how to land them. This video is what to use when landing them, and I hope you like it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you do. As always, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and thanks for all your support if you've been here a while, and we'll see you next time on Kayak Bass Fishing.